So how much of this do you think the government knows about?
A lot more than they're saying.
150%.
You think they know more than anybody else because of their resources?
We think certain aspects of the government, yes.
Yeah.
Well, at this point, I'll say this. Chinese government could know more than our government.
Oh, for sure.
There is
Yeah.
at this point of the game, that's very possible. But
you know what's weird, by the way?
Why it's more unified.
Just talking about the whole woke movement. Do you know that the president of China identifies as she? Sorry, go ahead. Keep going. I'm just trying to break up this. Diatribe that I really don't care about with a one-liner that might save it. Save for somebody who's scrolling across the dial and going, what are these guys talking about?
Hey there, everybody. Welcome to another edition of the Burbs Bros podcast. I am one of the two of your hosts, Sean Donnelly,
and
here
Dan
with
St. Germain.
Danny St. Germain. We are at Skankfest right now and having a blast.
Yes.
And we have an amazing episode, like legendary episode for us. Like we I don't say grew up in this guy,
baby.
Kind of grew up in this guy.
I kind of grew up. He's one of the half hours I said to him last night. He's one of the Comedy Central half hours that got me into comedy, 100%.
Absolutely. So we have Greg Fitzsimmons on the show, but before that, we got some plugs. First off, December 5th, me and my friend Dan St. Germain will be doing a show at the Emmaus Theater in Emmaus, Pennsylvania. And this place is awesome. If you know anybody that lives in the area, tell them about it. It's going to be an awesome show. I've been there a couple times myself, and I can't wait to do the show with Dan.
Yeah.
I'm also going to be, I'll be in, the 2 days before that, I'll be at the Stamford, New York Comedy Club. And then I'll be in Atlantic City this coming weekend, the Atlantic City Comedy Club. And then I'll go to, I'll tell the other ones later on. But Dan, what do you got?
This weekend, I'm going to be in Toronto on Thursday, 11:20. 11:21, I'm going to be in St. Catharines. 11:22, Hamilton. Like Sean said, and join our Patreon.
Join the Patreon.
So please,
yes,
and
it's
YouTube and all our.
It's patreon.com/Burbs Bros. That's patreon.com/Burbs Bros. Also, I'm going to take a page out of our friend Patrick from Vetted. We are at 2,500 YouTube subscribers. We're doing this for a while. We're trying to get our bearings here. We want to get to 5,000 by the end of the year. I'm going to put that number out there. Going to 5,000
in 2 months.
In 2 months. So, guys, we need your help. Tell people about the
Double
show.
it.
Make sure you're subscribed. If you watch on YouTube, we want to get to 5,000 by January.
And if we don't,
1st.
We're going to edit this part out. So it won't be reminded.
But thank you guys so much for joining us, and enjoy our episode with Greg Fitzsimmons.
All right. I'm so excited. One of the guys I was saying, I was blaming him for starting comedy. But one of those half hours that like made me want to do stand up.
Oh, that's so nice.
And also, but like I've been fangirling around your friend. You brought Tom O'Neill all weekend.
Yeah.
Who wrote Chaos? If anybody knows about, we talk about MK Ultra on here a lot and Charles Manson. And I talked to Tom O'Neill all night. It was crazy.
Oh no,
man.
he loved you. He was going on about you.
You guys fucking.
As a matter of fact, he was talking to you. And he's obsessed with meeting Shane Gillis because his nephew is like the biggest Shane Gillis fan, and he promised him he'd meet him. And so my friend Liz, who was so drunk that she then told me this story three times in a row.
I gotta say,
she was like
wasted. Really?
Yeah,
she
had
her shit together.
No,
pretty good.
She's funny. She gets like that every night. But so she gets Shane, and she like goes up, hey, big fan, I don't want to bother you, but if you could meet my friend Tom, and Shane turns around to meet Tom, and he was talking to you, and he went to Shane. Excuse me, I'm talking to somebody. And he and Liz all night was like, I fucking set him up.
Yeah, that was a bad career move for Tom.
Big time.
That was a bad career move for Tom.
All I saw in the green room the other night was just people just bringing loads of beers up to Shane. It was a line of Bud Lights.
Dude, it is like watching a Catholic saint and like the poor around him.
Yeah,
it is crazy.
Just healing people.
It's like this. It's like, what is that movement? And that's I've never seen anything like
he gets
it.
one of those things behind his head from all the stained glass.
And then there's also like YouTube pranksters here, and I'm like,
is
this
there?
is really? Yeah, it's like the guy who like tells like OnlyFans girls they're whores.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, the guy
that's
just
not nice.
He's called Captain stating the obvious, but it's just like he's like one of those like, have you ever read a book? You've never read a book, like that. One of those kind of
the hotels,
alpha male dudes.
The hotel's on Bourbon Street, and last night when I was going to the spot, I got into an Uber, and there was just a car, and this is just normal here because I talk to my friends that live here. A car was at the stop sign.
Yeah.
The woman wasn't in the car, hazards on, a line of 20 cars behind it, right?
Yeah.
And then she goes in the car, she gets in the driver's seat, her friend comes over, and they just start chit-chatting. It's 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And them just chit-chatting. I'm losing my fucking
right.
mind.
And knowing him.
And I get out, I go, go! And they did, they went. I'm
You
like,
fucking
Well,
Irish,
you know-
a 1950s Irish panic attack.
It's ironic that like the Meters is the biggest band to come out of New Orleans, but it's definitely not named after the taxi cabs in New Orleans because they don't have them.
Yeah.
You just drive somewhere and then they do some voodoo math and go like $36. Like where'd that come from?
there's no TLC commission anymore.
No, there's not.
It's just handed down from grandpa to
Yeah.
I imagine with tourists though, like, hey, you've seen the documentaries about us. We need it. All right,
Yeah, right.
come here.
It's amazing because the city is. First of all, here's how I describe Skankfest. I said it's the con. Is it can or con?
I don't know.
both.
It
Yeah,
goes
they-
I think it's the con festival.
yeah.
The difference is here they have fake jewelry and real orgasm. That's my Skankfest.
That's true. It is true. I mean, everybody here looks like a vampire or a vampire hunter. I've noticed. It's
right.
like one of those.
It's a
Everyone's
lot-
in the Lost Boys.
It's a
Everybody's
lot
in the
of
Lost Boys.
like it's like camo cargo pants check.
Yeah.
Black sneakers check, Motorhead T-shirt check.
Yeah.
It's camo goth sexual.
yeah.
I realized
Yeah.
it's 14 different versions of me. That's what I said on stage. I was like, I've seen every different version of myself at
Yeah.
You
Skankfest.
do look like the Fire Giants coach. Brian DeWalt. It's crazy. It
And
is
the
crazy.
girlfriends are all better looking than the guys are.
Absolutely.
They're
Crazy.
younger. They're more tatted. And
yes.
there was this one guy. Here's the Tom O'Neill story that happened
yeah.
the other night. So we're walking back to the opening night party, and this chick comes up. It's like 1 a.m., and she is zonked out on LSD. And her face is contorting. Like her jaw is over here. The
skinwalker.
eye is she looks like a Picasso painting.
Jesus
and
Christ.
she comes up to Tom, and she's like, Tom O'Neill, oh my God. And she like wouldn't stop freaking out. And then she hit on him, and I go, Tom's gay. And then she goes, I don't believe it. She goes, I don't believe it. And he goes, I'm gay. And she's like, I'm not buying it. So she reaches down and she grabs his whole cock with her hand.
Oh my
Cock,
God.
balls, and
Talk
she,
about chaos. Keep going.
and she just starts massaging, like a deep, hard
Oh
massage.
my-
Wouldn't you
And
think
it's-
it was like a baby reveal, but for gay people? like just like
Yeah.
a straight pheromone was
Right.
going to come out of
Blue-
it.
In his can, and she's Harvey Weinstein.
Yeah, blue confetti comes shooting out of his dick.
Pull on somebody's dick. That's straight to me. That feels about straight.
Yeah. So she keeps going, and then after a while, her husband is standing there, and I look at him.
My God, that's
I look at
oh
him,
my
and he goes,
God.
"She gonna get him. She gonna get him."
She turned me, boy. She
And-
turned me. I used to be
Oh
gay.
my God.
Then I went to a camp, and I met her at the camp.
She's a counselor.
Man, we go to as many plays as I want.
Yeah. And so he got a little movement. He got a little chub. He's like, "That's the first time that's ever happened in my life."
No, really.
He got straight blood.
That's some
straight
voodoo.
blood.
That's voodoo magic right there.
I am
That-
I am not trying to just say this to one up. That happened to me last night.
Was it
You know,
nude?
your wife is sitting right there.
Yes, no, I told her. I excitedly told her. I shook her awake, and I was like, "Hey, somebody still wants to fuck me out there."
Wait, do you guys have an open relationship?
No,
Oh, okay.
no. But it was like one of those, like, "Hey, I get a hall pass for the night," sort
Yeah.
of thing.
Wait, we got
and
proposition?
Zach Amico can't get it up, so get over here.
You got propositioned?
I did it by a couple.
Did you swoon and go? I'm flattered, but I
I
can't.
did,
I'm
I
married
actually,
man.
that's what I did. I went like this, and I walked away like a geisha.
The sound. You got the vapor. I got the
I was
vapors.
like, oh.
Yeah, you can't cheat here because they'd be taking a selfie while you did it.
Hashtag broken
It
family.
ended up on the official Skankfest Instagram account.
It's unbelievable. Like, it's just like, are any of you going to look at this picture again? Why stop taking selfies of me?
It's amazing. It is. It's the only time though we feel like appreciated. This is why I love this place. But
I was getting Uber last night. I was next to Brad Williams, and he is like extra famous at this place. Like the people just wouldn't
he's
stop.
just a super famous guy.
Wouldn't stop bugging him the whole time, and you could tell by the fourth person he was like, "All right, guys, I gotta grab the Uber." He was just like, And there, at one point, some guy goes, "What's your favorite ice cream?" He's like, "That's a weird." Like, if I'm gay or not, you know?
That's hilarious. He should do a fucking bit on it. There is a question that I've been wanting to ask. I've heard this urban legend about your comedy class
In Boston.
Outside of Boston. That there was a guy, a very funny guy. He was like kind of a one-liner guy. I guess a cross between like a Stephen Wright or a Hedberg or something. I don't know what the guy's act was totally like. I heard from Louis. He was like, it was okay, whatever. But he was like around you guys.
Well, you should mention the class.
I
Who's in the
don't.
class?
That's the thing. Is it all kind of blends for me in Boston? It's like, is it?
Well, basically, my class was me, Rogan, Bill Burr, Louis C.K., Mark Maron, David Cross.
This was probably right before
shit.
you.
Dane Cook,
right in
Bobby
the
Kelly,
beginning.
John
Patrice
Stewart, or no?
O'Neill.
John Stewart was Jersey, I guess. He wasn't. Boston.
Yeah.
No, this was probably right before.
Okay.
Okay, or right
Like on the
right
older side of things.
older
All
side.
right.
Okay, older side of things. But it's a guy. He went missing for 3 days. He came back. He got on stage, and all he would do is talk about his alien abduction. And eventually, he broke down, and he worked at his dad's father-in-law's potato chip company.
That's a great ending.
I don't know that story.
Really?
How do I not know
I
that?
thought it
You
was
talked to
crazy.
Louis
'Cause
about
I
it,
talked
right?
to Louis, and he goes, "Yeah, I know." And Louis had like yes and it, and I was like, "Oh my god, it's fucking real!
No shit.
This is crazy!"
Wow.
And guess what? Because wasn't the guy just totally normal before that?
Yes.
Yeah, I believe it happened. I think it happened.
After this podcast, how can I deny it?
I don't believe it because if he was a Boston comic, he wasn't totally normal before it.
That is true. There was like a lot of blow then.
Yeah. That was
Like the Dick
Nick's
Doherty
Comedy
run
Stop.
was just a blow. It was actually
Well,
cocaine, like
Nick's
Hansel and
Comedy
Gretel.
Stop, you would do your set and you'd get $100 or a gram of Coke, and everybody took the gram of Coke. And they sat in the green room, and there was
Expensive then, Jesus.
there was a shelf, and everybody would put the triangle of Coke that they would give you, the paper. They would
Yeah.
all throw the
God.
triangles up there, and it was like a mound of Coke wrappers.
It's like when you play video games as a kid, you put the quarter up on the.
Yeah, right.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So you think it could have just been a lot of drugs, and he was like, "I got abducted."
There was a lot of drugs, and they were good drugs because,
Well, no fentanyl.
well, Nick's Comedy Stop was a mob joint, so this was the Coke that hadn't been cut yet.
Oh my God.
Holy
This
cow!
is the first leg of the journey of a gram of Coke.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
So
I
it's
heard.
super pure.
Wow.
Yeah.
The only time I've heard about that was my friend was in. This was like Skid Row in L.A. And he said he knew a guy where he literally just took out a brick and he would like cut the brick with
Really?
the fucking
Holy cow!
machete.
Like a cantaloupe, like the pineapples. Or the
Yeah,
coconuts.
as
Yeah.
I stare into the distance and
Oh
like
my
the
God.
drool goes down my. No, guys, you're.
This becomes a cartoon dog out of nowhere for the pure Coke. Like the begging strip commercial, but for Coke.
This has been hard. I'll tell you what. This weekend's been hard for me.
Yeah.
I have not broken. I've not drank. I've not done any hard drug. But it's been a little bit. This one's been tough.
I
Well,
think
yeah.
6 different people have handed me packets of mushrooms this weekend.
Yes.
But I haven't taken them yet.
I just
Tonight
don't.
would be a perfect night to do it.
Tonight it feels like a very cocaine weekend, but you went to high school like around where I went to high school. I was in Westchester, so I was gonna ask you if you had anything like paranormal that like happened around there or whatever. I don't know if it was Jersey or Westchester, but then I realized like I don't remember any paranormal stories from Westchester because like 9/11 happened in high school, and it's like
Yeah.
No,
oh,
dude.
like we have real ghosts.
Dude, I grew up.
Yeah.
I grew up
we have like real
I'm going to
ghosts.
blow your mind right
Yeah.
now. I grew up in Tarrytown, New York,
Yeah.
which
Oh,
is
yeah.
where
I love
it's-
Tarrytown.
And our high school mascot was the Headless Horseman.
No
I
way.
didn't know that.
Yeah, because that was where Washington Irving lived in Tarrytown, and that's where he wrote The Legend of Sleepy Hollow.
Oh wow!
It was Sleepy Hollow High School, and our mascot
You
was
went to
the Headless
Sleepy
Horseman.
Hollow High School.
No, I went to a private high school. I went
awesome.
to public school until 8th grade, and then I was thrown out. And
Why were you
then-
thrown out again? I forget. Just the Cliff Notes. I know you've told this story.
It was a lot of fighting.
Yeah.
It was a lot of vandalism. It was a lot of just general juvenile delinquency
Yeah.
and
So
not
was it-
doing well in school.
So high school was Catholic.
No, it was just private school.
Private school.
Yeah. I was same school as Nick Kroll.
Oh, really?
Oh, wow.
Did you get would you get because he's the mascot, was there all sorts of backstory for the Headless Horseman at the school? Like there must have been almost
Well,
you're
I
getting
always
knowledge
said
left and
it's
right.
the Headless Horseman because nobody gave us any blowjobs for 4 years.
It was an all boys school.
Yeah, there would have been way more blowjobs.
No, it was kind of
Check, please.
it was kind of tough. It was very it was very mixed. There was a lot of black kids, a lot of Latino kids, Cuban, Dominican. It was just. And there were race riots, and there was like drug wars.
Holy shit.
There were projects downtown. There was a huge.
So it wasn't like The Holdovers, that movie.
What's
The
that?
Paul
that's like-
Giamatti
No,
one. It wasn't that.
No, I'm talking about the Sleepy Hollow High School,
Oh,
the
yeah,
one I
yeah.
didn't go to.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, my
okay.
parents didn't think that was going to be a good combination for me to be there.
No, they probably saved your life.
Yeah, I don't know. I still wish I'd gone. I still hung out with them. I would go to the private high school, and then I'd come home and I go directly out with my friends and smoke weed.
Because you live near them.
Yeah.
That makes sense. I would do that too. I would go because of skateboarding. I would skateboard with my friends and barely hang out with anybody from my high school.
You could have made a
used to-
lot of
I
money as a
used-
drug dealer. You could have made a lot of money as a drug dealer.
Oh yeah.
You could've.
I used to hitchhike. The school was about 15 miles away, and I would hitchhike back and forth every day.
It's crazy that hitchhiking was a thing. Speaking of paranormal, for that long, like it was a really big thing up until what? Until like 2000s.
I would trust Greg hitchhiking. Like I feel like he would give like the guy like you may kill me, but your dick's getting bitten off.
Think about
Like it's gonna be rough.
Oh yeah, I'll blow your dick. Yeah, pull it out real quick. The only blowjob that starts like you're a wolf.
By the way, speaking of, have you seen the Epstein files?
Speaking of wolves,
No, we're into like the deep state and conspiracy. Obviously, I've been following this like Whitney Webb. Have you been following any of the Epstein stuff at all? Any of the files that came out this week?
I rely on Kurt Metzger and people like that to break it down.
so does
for me.
Dan.
Yeah, I mean, there's so much to
I
go
call in the
through.
middle of the night. He whispers it to me.
That's
Yeah.
Dan's rabbi.
I talk with Kurt the same way. Like it's like a shitty Temu version of Redford and Dustin Hoffman and
All the President's Men?
Right. They can't get away with this.
That got scenes from the paper. Not the paper. What's it called? With the
He just keeps saying pure evil over and over again. But you know what's fucking crazy is there's all this focus on the Epstein files, and then they're saying, well, they've cut the department that's in charge of stopping child molestation and cutting down on sex trafficking for kids. They have cut a third of their personnel to send them to ICE.
Are you kidding? Is that true?
Yes. It was front page of the New York Times today.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I know you guys don't read the New York Times. You're reading fucking
I have the app on my phone.
Phil's Attic podcast.
I was a regular subscriber of the Times for years. Not as much anymore, but I was
we
big
just
time.
meet a guy at a bodega. He tells us all the news we need to know.
I still listen to the Daily for the most part.
Yeah, listen to the Daily.
But that
listen to the
that
Daily.
just shows how much all that stuff's just bullshit.
I mean, there's
Absolute
just some stuff that they don't cover that I'm like, that's insane that you didn't cover that. Like, that's so insane that you didn't cover that.
But for real, the podcast is we think there's actually for real information like in the weeds of all that other stuff. Like as far as paranormal stuff goes, they've been basically telling us that UFOs are real for the past almost 10 years.
Yes,
Yes.
they finally
So
came out with
Are
it.
you a believer or a skeptic, sir?
Of UFOs?
Yes.
Yeah.
How are there not?
Right, exactly.
Exactly.
I mean,
That's where we're at with this.
I always just think about it from a physics standpoint of that we exist in a certain wavelength of kinetic life. And so how is it that if we're in this amount of megahertz and like the smallest slice and it's infinite, how are there not other life forms happening without the...
And that's
within the
that's the most
spectrum?
fun question is we know it's real. What is it? So it's either we should talk about it all the time, interdimensional, extraterrestrial, from somewhere else, and that's where that's why the Fermi paradox came in there. We haven't mentioned the Fermi paradox a while.
Fermi?
The Fermi paradox, and basically
It does
Fermi,
sound like a failed 80s sitcom.
it does, yeah.
With
About a
Bronson
scientist,
Pinchot.
he's like. So Fermi, what he said is that if it is for real, then why haven't we encountered them? And all his reasons were we're first, we're last, they're too far away, they're not on the wavelength as us because it's interdimensional, whatever it is, interdimensional. And he gave 15 different reasons about why they're not. It's not just common knowledge But I think what's going on now is kind of just poked holes in the Fermi paradox. They have all these different reasons for why they think it is. They think things live in the ocean. They think it could be from somewhere else. And interdimensional is a really plausible. It's mathematically possible, like you said. Like we think it's the consciousness-based thing that seems to be we keep coming back to that like consciousness for us you tuned into it, and that's the reality that you live in.
Have you heard of the ocean basis thing?
No.
Oh my God, this is like, I mean, just cliff notes. They basically discovered that there's hundreds, if not thousands, of what looks like through sonar. What's the radar or something? Sonar. Sonar looks like fucking ships just under Puerto Rico. There's a bunch. I believe near the Indian Ocean there's a bunch. But there's like 6 spots, and that's where they're reporting a lot of these discs that are coming out of the water and then going back out.
Put it this way: the fastest thing we have goes to 40 miles per hour, like whatever the knots are underneath the ocean. What they're getting on sonar is 200 miles per hour.
Oh, I've heard about
the size
this.
of a football field.
Yeah.
So these
I
are
heard
just
about
moving
that.
cities.
Yeah.
It's like this insane.
Like Atlantis is real. Basically, that's what they're discovering.
That's one of the theories. Yeah.
Right.
But they, and these aren't crackpots saying it. It's like these are like full-on Navy admirals and servicemen saying these kind of things. Well, there's a famous story about along this topic. Remember the one? I forget where I first showed up. That these guys were on a ship, and there was a missile that was in the water. It came loose, and they said a black object came up, sucked it down, and just was gone in a flash.
Yeah.
And there was like 30 guys that saw it.
Yeah.
There's tons of this shit.
So how much of this do you think the government knows about?
A lot more than they're saying.
150%.
You think they know more than anybody else because of their resources?
We think certain aspects of the government, yes.
Yeah.
Well, at this point, I'll say this. Chinese government could know more than our government.
Oh, for sure.
At this point of the game, that's very possible. But
you know what's weird, by the way?
Why it's more unified.
Just talking about the whole woke movement. Do you know that the president of China identifies as she? Sorry, go ahead. Keep going. I'm just trying to break up this. Fucking, diatribe of shit that I really don't care about. With a one-liner that might save it. Save for somebody who's scrolling across the dial and going, "What are these guys talking about?"
Have you ever had anything remotely like paranormal or out there happen to you?
No, there's no way.
No. I did a Ouija board, and it blew my fucking mind.
Oh, so what about 2 seconds ago? You say don't care about this, Greg. Oh, what a bunch of crap. Let's do more G jokes,
now he's
Greg.
a white chick from Sedona talking about his spiritual experiences.
Yeah, you got any fart
I was
ones?
drinking a Chardonnay with Rachel and Kristen, and we were asking them whether or not Macy's is having a sale next week. And they knew it. It said 30% off selected items.
And then you asked about the Gap, and they said, well, the Gap's always 40% off. It's a scam.
What happened to the Ouija board?
I asked it about, I had a friend named John Huston who died. He was a very dear friend who died.
Famous director.
What?
I'm kidding. This is a famous director.
Right. He died of cystic fibrosis when he was about 14. And we watched him over the years deteriorate. I mean, we knew him since he was a tiny kid, and he's always very small. He was about 20 pounds less than all of us, and wheezing and coughing and missing school. And so he died, and then about 6 months later, I asked where he was, and it spelled out, "He's with us."
No. Is
what?
That really?
He's with us.
For real?
Yeah.
And it moved. What
And you were about 15, 16 at the time?
14.
Okay.
So do you feel your hand physically move when that happens?
Well, no,
What
you
do
more
feel?
like let go and close your eyes and just you feel a light pull, but it's almost like what your hand is doing. But my eyes are closed, so I'm not looking at where it's going until it stops, and then I would open my eyes and it would spell the next letter.
Were you on your own, or you and your friends did it?
No, I was with my friends, and we were high. And
Yeah.
we freaked the fuck out.
And you do it one letter, so it's like H, okay, then the next E, okay. It's like closing. Wow, that's wild.
Yeah.
And in order for all of you to do it,
And it wasn't like grammatical. It was like HEWITUZ. He with us. I think so. He's with black people. He's in the ghetto of the afterlife.
He's at Tarrytown High School.
He's in Tarrytown. He's part of the race riots now. He's with Martin Luther King's guys. Hilarious.
Yeah. We see him, and now he's jacked.
Got a wife beater on his head. Doing pull-ups on the street side.
Yeah.
Like, you really recovered. You really. Oh, you didn't have cancer. You just moved.
And he's still wheezing because he's smoking a blunt all day.
He's rolling it.
Do you have a dead high school friend, Sean?
Not a friend. A kid who used to kind of bully me in high school died. In 9/11.
You were pumped about that. I remember that.
I was not pumped about it. No.
You
the
were
other
like,
one-
I'm glad his plane
Yeah.
flew into
I
the
was
second
not.
tower. That's
No,
what
I
you
had
said.
friends that were friends with him in
You're
high
like,
school.
never forget. And he's like, I won't.
But I had the story where remember when I did Letterman, I didn't say the guy's
Is that
real-
something that happens in every episode? He drops that?
he drops.
Yeah.
Letterman.
I name drop Letterman. Yeah.
You know, the king of late night.
What you call? But
I don't think he was
I have a
personal,
joke
I guess.
where I talk about. I say my mom, like this kid I went to high school with, and I use the last name, not the first. And some girl, the sister of another friend of ours from my high school, knew what I was talking about, even though I didn't say any details. And she wrote me this scathing email, be like, "You should be, you're evil. You should be ashamed of yourself. What the fuck's your problem?"
Yeah.
And I felt bad because what happened was to the guy, he became paraplegic. He like fell off a roof and became paraplegic. So I did feel bad, but then I found out the reason he was paraplegic is because he was stalking his ex-girlfriend and he was drunk, the one he used to beat the shit out of, and he fell off her roof looking in her window. I'm like, oh, fuck this guy. So that was,
really?
I felt not bad at all.
Do you know
anymore.
which roof it is?
I don't. I'm not sure.
Do you have like a GPS Google Earth picture?
It's like a good balance and good eyesight.
And a ladder.
I was trying to think, is there any paranormal like Westchester stories? But like all the dark Westchester stories I know are like my friend, I'm not going to say his name, who gave ecstasy to a girl and she died in his
Yeah,
car
there's a
and
lot
he
of
drove the body back to the dad.
Yeah.
It's never like aliens. It's like,
No,
I wish
no.
it was alien.
I don't know why that even Long Island that barely has any. The only thing they had, Long Island had, that's where I grew up, is the Montauk Monster was a big deal. The Montauk,
Yeah.
what inspired Stranger Things was out an island off of Long Island.
Yeah, it was that
They were
in
doing all these
Indiana.
Dude, what are you
experiments.
talking about? In East Northport, they had those kids that were into, Northport.
Yeah.
They used to. They say they had satanic killings.
Is that the kids that?
Satanic Panic.
Oh, okay, that's 70s.
That was the 70s.
Okay.
80s.
80s? Yeah.
Oh, okay. There
That
you
was
go.
a huge story, yeah. Because, why, are you from Northport? Oh, my cousins are from East Northport. The Mulligans. There was 7 of them. Well, you're too young. How old are you?
I'm going to be 47.
No, you're not. You look fucking great. Here, I thought you got a younger woman.
The story of Dan's marriage ending on the podcast.
How the fuck? How old are you?
I'm 41.
Oh, so she's older
She's
than you.
older,
Oh,
even though it looks very much the opposite.
I really was, and don't take this in the wrong way, but I was wondering how you got somebody so hot, and it's because she's settling because she's getting older. Yeah.
Holy shit!
You're the only one I wouldn't fucking punch in the face for saying that. Congratulations. That would be a younger comic not thing to say. No, I outkicked my coverage. But,
you did, yeah.
There's a lot of that in comedy in general. Almost everybody is.
Yeah, we just said it. You walk around this
Yeah,
festival.
I mean, it's everyone.
What? Everybody's spouse is better looking than they are.
Yeah,
You
we
mean?
were saying
Yeah.
before.
Yeah.
Like I'm.
They all
maybe
play
like,
guitar.
I could be like a 7 here. Like as far as the
Well,
men.
I saw
It's
Miss.
never been
I
that
saw
way.
Miss Skankfest. She was the Skankfest 10, and the prize they gave her was they helped her find her parents, and give rehab for her daughter.
I just knew. It's just like the whole Friday.
First
know my
Row
daughter-
podcast bet UAPs.
Get rehab for her daughter. The runner-up prize was chlamydia.
I always thought that I always thought the funniest prank would be going into a strip club and going, "That's my daughter right there! Stop it! Stop it! That's my daughter right
Dude,
there!"
you
Just
should
Mystic
shoot
River?
that. You should shoot that. That's hilarious.
You just Mystic River it. You just freak out like Sean Penn and Mystic River. Is that my daughter on stage?
Like George C. Scott voice, like bellowing, like, "Oh," and then just like getting on my knees and going, "No,
That's the movie, right?
Mary, Mary," you know.
Start throwing holy water on her.
Show up in a preacher outfit.
This is actually, I'll tell Greg this story. Now that we're not talking about aliens, fuck it. We were at, the every after parties at Barely Legal at Skankfest. And don't worry, they're all legal, very legal.
Yeah.
Dude, have you heard Louis' bit about Barely Legal?
No.
Holy shit! It's on his new. I'm not gonna say it because I don't think he's put it out on a special yet.
Okay.
But it's just basically the idea that like, okay, it's a magazine where you go like, okay, she's legal, but barely. Like she just, but he does it for 5 minutes. He keeps going into like how fucking sick that
It
is.
is really
It's
sick.
not something you want on your credit card receipt.
Then you were saying that they were out here with the booth and they were talking to him, and Dan and his wife were like, "Yeah, it's kind of a weird name for the club," and all the strippers were like, "We know."
Yeah.
There's one that was like 50, and she's like, "Yeah, it's weird."
Yeah.
She's like, "I'm legal, honey. Trust me. I've been legal for a long time.
Yeah.
I'm legal on all major roadways." But we were outside. We were just smoking a cigarette. It was like me and my wife and Rachel Feinstein, and this girl came up to us and she goes, "Hey," and she goes, "I'm," and it's like really loud, and I go, "What? Demise? Decay?" And she goes, "Divine. I'm divine." For whatever reason, I went to demise and decay, like over this, and then she was like, "All right, I'll see you guys." She like walked off after that.
Jesus.
Was it like where was it written somewhere? Or did you try to guess her name?
No, because I heard "duh."
Oh,
and like we were outside, so it was late. I was fucking stoned.
It's so funny
those
because
things.
like you see people approach us at this, and it really is. You know, we've all hung out with famous people.
Sure.
You know, like if you go out with Louis or Burt Kreischer or somebody, you can't walk a block without 5 people stopping you and I always think like, God, what a confinement this is. Like you lost all your freedom, you know?
Yeah.
And then you come to this thing, and for 4 days we get treated like that, and we enjoy it. It's fucking great.
Yeah.
It's so flattering. But then we get to leave it on Monday and go back to like my usual, which is like once a day somebody walks past me and they go, and then they just keep walking.
Yeah.
You know?
It happens so infrequently with me. When it happens, I go, "Oh, I met you like a couple years ago." They go, "I've never met you in my life. I know you from comedy." I go, "No, I think we met." I feel bad.
Yeah.
I want to give us a brag. I got food yesterday, and a guy at a bar who's not even here for Skankfest wedding goes, "Are you Dan St. Germain from Burbs Bros?"
Hey!
From Burbs Bros.
There we
It's
go.
the first time, maybe last time, but the first time it's happened. Very excited. And he was like a handsome military man.
I remember I was.
Oh.
Oh, don't look at that.
Maybe
Is
that's
that
your
the guy-
demographic.
That should be the proposition.
Don't ask, don't tell that you listen to this podcast.
Believe me, enough fans already do it.
I do want you to be like, carry me out like Richard Gere at one of our podcasts,
I was in
like
New York.
a
I was at
handsome military man.
I was on a show with Louis once at the Cellar. I was hosting the show, and afterwards, I'm outside. He was at the end. I was hosting the show. It was 10 minutes after the show.
Yeah.
And some lady comes down. She sees me. She goes, "It's you." And I go, "It's me." She goes, "We came all the way from California to see you." And I go, "I'm Sean." And she goes, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry." And I'm like, I totally get it. But I'm like, this happened 5 minutes ago. You just saw the guy on stage. And
Yeah,
you remember
yeah.
the shirt, you fucking asshole?
Yeah. Jesus
Then
Christ.
she starts giving you constructive criticism of
Yeah,
your
yeah,
act.
yeah. She's like, "Oh, well, what you can do is this."
Have you been on Saturday Night Live? We want you to be on Saturday Night Live. Do you give a fuck about AI, Greg?
What do you think? Even in the comedy world, because it's funny. Nick Vador had he was kind of really funny. He goes, "I want to do a thing." At the end of his set, he goes, "You guys tell me if this is AI that wrote the joke or it's me." And it just the jokes get worse and worse, and everybody goes, "That was me." It just keeps going. That was me.
It is amazing though, because like my kids are both looking for jobs, and I'm like, look, go get a fucking craft, get a skill, a trade, because AI is not going to replace that. Like you might think, oh, I should get a software sales job now because it's paying $60,000 a year and blah blah blah. I go, if you become an electrician or a plumber, you're going to make 3 times that, and you're going to work forever.
Yep.
And you're gonna go home at 5 o'clock.
Yep.
And
you're gonna have to.
It's ironic that like now you can make more money as a horse and carriage operator than working.
Yeah.
And
you're not going to worry.
I talked to this woman last night. She's in UCLA. She's a applied math major. I go, are you going to have a job coming out? She's like, absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
She's like, all those jobs are
even
gone.
even the ones that stick around, they're just living in constant fear that when's the next step where this one's taken away.
Exactly.
So if you're just doing,
you're there. The people that are there now working are teaching AI to take their jobs.
Right, which has got to be a soul-sucking thing to do.
By the way, if you don't have
it's like mentoring a young comic. Fuck that.
But like UBI, like if you don't have UBI, then this is the ingredients for another Russian revolution.
What's UBI?
Because you have universal basic income. Because if you don't have UBI, you have all these really educated, out of work people.
It'll be RoboCop. It's RoboCop.
It's the Russian Revolution. That's how communism fucking started.
Right.
So we got that to look forward to.
Well, that's why they're destroying the Department of Education. They don't want the masses to be able to think. They don't want them to understand history and the cycle that we're in right now of repeating it.
Oh my God. Read Rise and Fall of the Third Reich, guys.
I just watched like the first half of the Ken Burns Vietnam.
Oh, it's wild.
And then the first episode's called Deja Vu because they're just like, the
French did it,
and then we just stepped right into their spot.
Oh, it was us stepping in a lot of French shit. A lot of the history of our imperialism is us stepping in French shit.
There's a
really,
yeah.
Like during the 1800s?
Well, I would say just in Vietnam, but they helped us like a motherfucker becoming us. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We don't become the U.S. without France.
Wow, they saved us in the Revolutionary War.
Saved us in the Revolutionary War.
Lafayette. They got a big statue for him in downtown New Orleans.
But a lot of kind of the boilerplate or template for like the CIA fucking with the country. It's like France and Algeria. It's like a lot of repeats.
Afghanistan, right?
Yeah, I mean, everybody fucking tried their luck at that one.
Well, and then I read a book about the Panama Canal, and the French were down there for fucking couple decades, just getting annihilated. Like 2 out of 3 workers that went down there died from malaria.
Really?
And so there was this crazy pyramid scheme where they were selling government bonds to fund the next wave of construction in the Panama Canal, and they had the rights to it. And eventually they pulled out, and we came in, but we took advantage of all the work they had done. And what one guy realized was nobody knew it was from mosquitoes. They thought it was from the air or the water. And so this guy realized it was mosquitoes. So what they did was they got rid of all standing water where the mosquitoes were growing.
And that got rid of it.
Instantly got rid of the deaths. And we just came in and we made a fucking fortune on the Panama Canal. Yes.
I remember when I went to Middle East once when the pipeline was, I don't know what the status of the pipeline is now. They're still doing that, and everybody from Saudi Arabia would come into Qatar. It's like they're Vegas, but it was like, they'd go to a bar, you'd be able to do that.
Yeah.
And you could tell. I talked to some of these guys because some English, Australians, and they were making money hand over fist. So much fucking money.
Right.
And they would pull out wads of cash and like, oh, this is like you're being subsidized. You're just being given a ton of cash.
I just imagine the next Riyadh festival, the comics come in, they look at us, and they're like, "Oh, you guys are doing this?" He goes, "No, we work here now. we work in a factory. I have 7 wives. It's amazing."
Would you guys have done Riyadh if it was offered to you?
I would have to because financially
it would be life-changing money for me. Yeah.
Yeah.
I went there. I was almost going to Saudi Arabia back when I did the other ones. I just couldn't get the permits for the shows.
If I now I will say this:
that was
if
for
I
way
was
less money.
if I was like a multimillionaire, I probably wouldn't have done it. But
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
never been a multimillionaire, and I really need that money.
It
now.
is funny how our ethics kick in with our income in this country. Like you see all of a sudden Bill Gates caring, and it's like the Hollywood
He's
liberals
just trying to
that step
cover
in.
ass right now, dude.
Yeah.
He's trying to cover
Yeah,
ass.
yeah. But and I feel like the same way. Like I feel like I would speak out more politically if I was like I almost have enough money to retire comfortably.
Yeah.
I'm 59. My goal has always been 63.
So you're on track.
And I'm on track nicely. But if I were to blow up my career by speaking out, which you can very easily. The problem is my following is started out with Stern, which was Lunch Pail, New York Post, New Yorkers,
Right. Yeah.
Republicans. And then it was Corolla, who I've been on more than any guest he's ever had.
Yeah.
He's totally right wing.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
I go
you
on
guys are very
Rogan,
different.
which is now a lot of his. I'm not saying he is, but a lot of his
No.
followers,
followers are.
skew right.
Yeah.
And so like when I come out and say something liberal, I get fucking hammered, and I see my numbers
Yeah.
drop immediately.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, I'm in this. I'm in a worse position because I'm not on Rogan. You know what I mean? But it's very hard to be. I don't know, man. A Kennedy progressive, I guess, in a weird.
Yeah.
In comedy, being like a fucking. You're like unapologetic. You're like, hey, I'm a dude. I'm unapologetic about being a dude, but I also think there should be universal health care. And
Yeah.
and like there just doesn't seem to be a lot of space for that in
I think with a
comedy
bunch,
now.
when it came to Riyadh, I think a bunch of them didn't realize how it would catch fire like that.
No.
I think they just thought it was like a payday. They didn't think much about it. And then when they were trying to defend it, you're like, well, you really didn't need to go, especially when it's like Jessica Kirsten. I think right away she was like, "Oh fuck," and like gave the money back. And, like,
Yeah,
apologized.
yeah.
It's
But
like,
they wouldn't
she's Jewish.
take it.
They wouldn't take it. No,
They wouldn't take
and
it.
Aziz tried to donate the money to not ACL, one of the groups, and they wouldn't take it. They wouldn't take the cash.
The rest of the other guys from Human Giant.
Yeah.
Those
was the
they brought
charity.
that cash on.
Well,
Yeah,
actually,
Rob
I love
Hubel
those
needs
guys.
the money right
those
now.
guys are fucking great. But
hilarious.
They're great.
But Riyadh. It was. I here's my thing, man. Is like the reason that I'm fucking still working isn't because I have massive audiences. Because I'm nice with both sides of comedy. I don't want to
Yeah.
weigh in on the comedy fucking civil war. I'm sorry. Like it's just not.
Well, I
that's
look
not
at it
what I'm gonna
like,
do.
you know,
especially when there's like a genocide happening. I'm not gonna do that.
And there's
you
no
know?
moderate go for broke with this. There's
Yeah.
no besides like Jesselyn is kind of doing that now a little
Yeah.
bit. Jesselyn kind of came out and he's like, this is just be comics, just be funny. And like he can do it because he has that name. But there's the only thing that works going like you have like Jeff Dye, that guy Jeff Dye, right? He seemed like he had a good career for a while, then maybe he was slowing down a little bit, getting a little bit older, and then he's like, fuck it, I'll go for broke on this. He's already funny. And then
Yeah.
it worked because it's the right wing side of it.
Yeah, but I think I don't know that it did work for Corolla. I think Corolla lost a lot of his audience.
Yeah, but I think he has enough of a fan base. Where
Oh no,
they
he's
what he
doing
does.
great.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, I don't know that it's as big as it was, and I think Stern lost a lot of his audience when he became outspokenly liberal.
Yeah.
And outspokenly wealthy.
Yeah, because it used to be
Yeah.
like, it used to be
Those two
zany.
together.
It used to be like zany and just being stupid and being funny and no real boundaries.
I mean, I look at it like this. Sometimes people will text me or DM me about the show, and they'll be like, "Hey, man, how can you fucking sit there while Rogan's saying all this stuff and not speak out?" And I always go like, "So, if your boss at work, if you don't agree with his politics, do you stand up in the meeting and say?" I don't agree with you, and what you're
Yeah.
saying is wrong.
Yeah, right.
Or do you keep your job?
yeah. Also,
Yeah.
I mean, you know the guy
Not that
from,
he's my boss, but you know he is definitely responsible for me making money in this
yeah, he's
world.
selling tickets for you.
Yeah.
But besides that, I've also been buddies with the guy for at least 35 years, right? How long have you known
We
him?
started out together.
Exactly.
We literally started the same week.
Exactly.
There's a way to push back without being a dick, I think, but like it's hard. It's very hard because you end up then showing like. You know, like I'm not going to name names, but people I know on that podcast who've done that and then completely fucking bombed and completely showed ass
What?
because
Rich Voss?
they did. No, I did not see Voss, but I'm talking about somebody else, but who's been very kind to me, so that's why I don't want to be a dick.
Wait, I don't understand what you just said.
Well, I come out and they're like, "Hey, supporting a liberal position," and they actually
get
they lose
tanked.
the debate because Rogan's a pretty good debater.
I see. Yeah.
He like killed that guy.
Oh, I know who it
on
is. I know,
the-
it was Adam
yeah,
Conover.
Yeah.
Adam
Well,
Conover.
I mean, I
No,
love
no,
Adam.
I love
I
Adam. I love Adam. I think he's a funny guy.
But it was a
he-
tough-
He shit the bed.
He should. But the same thing
He did.
happened.
I think
with,
he would probably even tell
Oh,
you
he
that.
would admit that, yeah. But I think the NASA, that guy who thought that he was going to kill Rogan in that moon landing debate, and then Rogan destroyed him. I think it was coast to coast.
Yeah,
Like people
yeah.
think they're going. I'm like, no. If he's going to go in for the debate, he's going to be prepared. So you better be fucking prepared, dude.
Yeah, Rogan has a photographic memory, and he
Yeah.
listens to people, and he really takes in different points of view. And so, whether you agree with him or not, he can defend himself. And he had in who was the left wing guy podcast that he came in, but then he brought in Dave.
Oh
Dave
no,
Smith?
That was not a left-wing
no, he wasn't
podcaster.
left-wing.
That was Douglas Murray's very
Yeah.
right-wing.
He's a pundit.
But Dave's a libertarian.
Author and Dave's a libertarian.
Oh, I see.
And he was on the defense of Israel, and Dave's not. So and then they kind of pounced on him a little bit. Rogan and Dave, I'm not saying ganged up. I think the guy Douglas is a grown up, but he didn't handle himself as well as he has in the past.
I mean, I will say he opened
But he's
that
not liberal.
debate kind of completely condescending to Dave. I will say with that,
I think he did too.
yeah, he
Yeah.
opened basically being I'm too good for this. That was it was like an opening wrestling. I'm too good for this promo, and yeah, you were just kind of all right, man,
Yeah.
this isn't gonna work here. But they're just it wasn't I guess they're just not used to pushback or anything like that. But
Yeah.
I didn't realize the only thing I'll say about AI. I didn't know that churches. Did you know this, Sean? That churches are now using. They're creating God bots. If you want to talk to God, talk to this AI program. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll do that. I got some questions. Dear God,
What would you ask God?
do-do-do-do-do-do.
Where's my cancer friend from when I was 15 years old?
He's not with us anymore.
He ain't with us. Turns out God's black. You're like, what the fuck?
What the fuck? You get off immediately.
Yeah.
Everything I know is wrong.
No wonder there's so many hurricanes and it did just kill white people.
Greg, thanks so much for doing this. Man.
Yeah, man.
Hey,
Thank
thanks.
you
And
so
it
much.
is good to come on because, I said some stuff on this podcast that'll probably haunt me, but I feel like that's the spirit. At
No one will listen.
Skankfest.
Don't worry.
No, but I think you come here and you go to Montreal and the whole idea is get on a TV show so you can be famous. And now we realize that model doesn't exist anymore. The new model is
Burn
get
the remaining
canceled.
bridges you have left.
Get canceled, and then we apologize on Wednesday, and we're all playing arenas by Christmas. So thank you for letting me be a part of that.
Retire at 61.
Yeah, right.
Hey, Greg, do you want to promote anything?
Oh, sure. Yeah, I'm coming up in San Francisco Punchline and
Love the club.
Punchline
Hello, Molly.
in Atlanta, and then Bananas in New Jersey around Christmas, and
Oh, shit.
Phoenix around Thanksgiving. So fitzdog.com for tickets. And dudes, thank you so much.
Thank
I
you.
really
thank
appreciate
you,
you
man.
asking
This
me
is a
on.
big deal for us. So I
Yeah,
appreciate
thank
Oh,
you.
nice to hear.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You
Thanks
look,
so much.
you look down. We've been furiously masturbating the entire time. All right, I'll talk to you later.
All right, we'll see you guys.
Hey guys, just want to give a shout out to our Patreons for this week. We had an awesome episode at Skankfest, and then we Patreon at Skankfest as well. But as per usual, we want to shout out all the people that make the Patreon possible. We have one new guy this week. We have John Hill. John Hill, thank you so much. We got Jizz Jam. We got Industrial Dawn. We got Wes Russell, Nicole, Stephen Hitchings, that legend, AQ, Corey Beecher. What? We got Zach. We got Isaac Harris, William Morris. We got Duncan McRae, and we got Mike Moyer. Guys, we cannot thank you enough for being part of the Patreon, for being fans of the podcast, and tell everybody about it. We are trying to get to 5,000 YouTube subscribers by the end of the year. Please help us make that happen. You're already helping tremendously. You're awesome. Bye-bye.